Okay, we're moving on to our second semi-final for the compound women. Here we can see how the athletes have actually reached this semi-final. So Sarah Prieels beat Susan Corliss, and Layla Annison took out Victoria Barbie. Sarah this morning shot the highest score on the field of both men and women.
She shot phenomenal. I mean, 145. I mean, that is some solid shooting, and especially given the challenging weather as well. You could tell for those who watched her shoot, she was calm and collected. She knew exactly what she was doing, and it just shows the amount of experience she has. So that is something that she has against some of the other women that might not have done as many as her. She is very decorated and knows what she's doing, but the score that she shot was very, very good, so she should be impressed with that.
Layla's really at the start of her international career. She's produced some amazing performances as a junior, and this year moved up into the compound senior team.
Yeah, she's been moving up and up as she's gone along. She's just got better each year, and like you say, yeah, she's been medaling on the junior team, as well as making her sort of debut recently on the senior team for I think the past couple of years now, hasn't she?
So it looks like Layla Annison will be kicking off this match. Good first arrow, good marker.
Yeah, she can use that and sort of adjust, you know, she knows whether or not it was a good shot, so she can work from that and then gauge where her sight needs to be.
Sarah starting where she left off in the previous match.
A little long on the hold there, but she did well to keep that in the 9.
I think we can't actually see how tricky it is out there.
No, I mean, it has changed so much as well. I mean, I did a bit of coaching this morning for Bailey Sargent, but the weather has changed completely since that first match. So these archers, you know, really need to keep an eye on the match before them as well, and to sort of gauge an idea of where they expect their arrows to go. Nice
solid
little
start. Yeah, solid start for Layla.
See if Sarah can finish the end with a 30. Oh, and out in the 8 there.
Okay, so with that slightly loose arrow from Sarah, we're only on a 1-point advantage.
Layla really just needs to settle into it and just find the 10, and once she's there, she'll just be able to sort of build on it from there. But with Sarah, that 8 was a bit out of character. You could tell from the shot and how she reacted from the shot that she wasn't happy with it. But it's not something that she's going to repeat. She'll just go back to her normal steady shots.
Long hold from Layla.
Yeah, just a little there in the 9. She's not quite settled into the 10.
Your sight's moving around all over the place.
It's difficult to know when to react to it, you know, because you're not quite sure, was that me, was that the wind? So It's just for the archers to gauge whether or not they think the shot was a good enough shot for them to move it accordingly. Yeah, big gust of wind there. She managed to clip an 8 with that arrow. Another 8 from Sarah. I really do think that these conditions have changed dramatically since this morning.
It's a lot more unsettled.
I think before the issue was the wind was more down in the middle of the range, so it wasn't quite at the targets because the flags weren't moving that much, and it wasn't so much at the archers' end except for those gusts. So I feel like now the more consistent wind is hitting their actual person rather than their arrows, so it's something that they're going to have to adjust. Yeah, that was a big one.
Sarah. Okay. So with that 7, which she shows her displeasure at, it equals up the scores.
Yeah, I think that went off so quick. It shocked her that when she knew she had to sort of save it a bit there.
Okay, here we can see that the wind is blowing, but it's also moving side to side, so it's making aiming exceptionally difficult.
Yeah, it was sort of encapsulated in the venue that we're at, so the wind is bouncing off of different directions, it's swirling round, so it is not consistent, so it makes it very difficult for the archers to figure out, okay, which way is this going, how do I need to adapt to it, which way, should I bother moving my sight, or should I just go with aiming off instead in conditions like these.
Okay, scores are tied, so we're back to the Layla shooting first.
You can see the flag's moving, and she's just been knocked slightly. 5 seconds to go. She just gets it off in time.
That's fantastic.
I mean, that arrow could have been potentially really bad, and she saved it. She kept strong and used up her time wisely. Yep, movement again.
I think as this match is progressing, the wind is becoming stronger, and it's become more of
within the
a
last 10 minutes as well. It's just suddenly changed from the last match we saw, and it's simply a case of who can keep that front strong hold there and keep it pushing throughout the shot, because in conditions like this, I mean, like now Sarah's got a little bit of a gap in the wind here, and she really needs to utilise that.
I think that's a 9, that's just
out the 10 there, but back where she needs to be.
Lovely shot from Layla to finish off that end.
Just happy with it.
Celebrate.
I mean, you could see the shot from that camera angle from behind there. You could really see her pulling through the shot, and she kept the pressure going.
And Sarah's done exactly the same, so still
not happy. Well, yeah. I mean, neither of them are going to be happy with those 8s, but considering the weather and considering the gust that they just had, 8s could have been a lot worse. But they've I'm a lot happy with those 10s.
Just watching some replays, you can see the movement. Layla's bow arm.
Yeah, she knew that was a 10.
See the strong execution from Sarah there.
It's the sort of execution we expect from her, and it just goes to show when it's not windy, she just gets it straight back into the 10 every single time.
So end number 4.
And Layla is shooting first, target number 2. We're all tied at this point here, so Layla really wants to get some 10s in, just to try and put a bit of pressure on.
It's Good shot from Layla, nice and solid.
Yeah, her group seems to be predominantly
Low.
slightly low, yeah. Just under that 10 line.
Sometimes when it's windy like this, your dot wants to sit just under there.
Well, yeah, because it's difficult to keep your arm up as well, you know, it's quite tiring
But
shooting
also
in the wind.
you're trying to see what you're trying to hit,
Yeah.
so you tend to go look above your dot.
Instead of through it, yeah.
Lovely shot from
Yeah.
Layla, a little nod there.
Yeah, she knew. Those are the best kind of shots where as soon as it goes, you know exactly what arrow you're going to get for it, you know. You just know a 10 shot. See if she's there putting another 10. Just low. She tried to catch it the last second.
Fantastic shot.
Lovely little group.
29 end from Layla.
Yeah. Very nice shooting. Sarah needs 10 here to stay equal. Very nice X, yeah.
So nothing to split these two competitors.
No, nothing.
Both looking for a finals place against Ella. The loser will go into the bronze medal match against Lucy Mason.
Only with 3 hours to go and equal at this point, it's anyone's game, and it'll be really interesting to see what they come out with. This is the second time they've both ended with a 10.
Yeah, and you can see the tension running through their shots at the moment because they're trying to brace themselves against the wind. It's not quite flowing and as relaxed as it normally is.
I mean, no, ideally, the more relaxed you are, the better it is. If you tense up, you're more susceptible to movement. But naturally, when the wind hits, you want to tense up, so it's difficult to go against that instinct.
Sure. Right, we're going to see Layla start off this final end. Can she put some pressure on Sarah?
It'd be really nice to open up with the 10 here, just to give her that bit of a push. Looks like a really strong shot.
We're both staring at the monitor here.
It's like leaning in.
Looks like a 10 from here.
Yeah, they've marked it down as a 10, but the judge will still double check that just to make sure. Slightly longer on the hold there.
Yeah, so Layla's taking a 1 point lead. It's breezy, you can see the sight moving
It's
around
so
on the front.
difficult, yeah.
That's a great shot from Layla.
I mean, she's in the same area as the other arrow, but just didn't quite catch
I think
it.
she may have moved her sight because the group was slightly
Slower.
low, so
Yeah.
she's now just gone a little tall. Tied up,
Yeah.
1 arrow to go.
Oh. Will we have a shoot-off? That's the question.
Be the first one of the day if we did.
I mean, that'd be interesting, you know, to see who gets to have a go for the gold.
Sure.
Slightly long there.
Yeah,
And she gets it. That's
great
what she
shot.
wanted. That's what she wanted.
All the pressure on Sarah now. She needs a 10
And a big
to
breath.
tie up the match and take this to shoot off.
10, 9, 8. Yeah, very nice.
Okay, it looks like we've got a tie. We'll just wait for confirmation from the judges.
Yeah, if Layla's top arrow is called a 10, then for sure, yeah, 137 apiece.
Okay, the judges have confirmed we have a tied match, so we go to shoot off. So the rules for the shoot off are each archer gets 1 arrow, which they try and shoot closest to the middle. If both archers shoot an X, which is the smallest ring on the target, we will automatically reshoot, and then it will be a measure.
That's right, yeah. It's a new rule that's just come in recently due to the high standards of matches and match play internationally, and it seems that X's, we need a higher value really, because everybody seems to be shooting them.
Okay. So it will be Layla to shoot first. Okay, the wind picking up. It's mid-9, so there's wiggle room there for Sarah. Oh, I think Layla's arrow might be closer. We'll have to wait to see. I think the archers know what the result is, but we'll wait for official confirmation from the judges.
That was a really close match the whole way through. Yeah, I think Layla might have got it.
There's confirmation that Layla moves into the final.